Everybody wants to get rich. The young, the old, the tall, and the short. But what most don't know is what makes people rich. If you're interested in building wealth, there are numerous valuable assets that make up the portfolio of the most rich individuals. Just to be clear, this isn't focused on how to make money. Anybody can make money from a 9 to 5, but instead, what you do with the money coming in is what we'll be focusing on. To those new to the term assets, you need to learn the difference between assets and liabilities. There are various definitions from many sources, but we're going to keep ours as simple as possible. An asset is anything that puts more in your pocket, while a liability is anything that takes money from your pocket. So, more assets equal more money. Now, let's take a look at 15 assets that are making people wealthy. Number 1. Cash. The most frequent instrument required to get wealthy is cash, since if you keep cash in the bank, interest will rise, increasing the quantity of cash you have. Although, the downside to this is that the amount of interest that banks pay out does not keep up with inflation. Consider Apple Incorporated, which has a $200 billion cash reserve. That's a lot of liquidity. They keep all this cash because, first of all, this will make it possible to take advantage of any chance that arises and to directly engage in monetary transactions with larger returns. You can also charge interest rates of up to 20% if you have a lot of cash through peer-to-peer lending services. It allows you to lend money and charge really high interest rates. Number 2. Real estate. Real estate is one of the assets that can make you wealthy because of 2 reasons: rent and appreciation. Your property will generate income every month with the least amount of work if you rent it out. The second advantage is appreciation. The demand for places to live is constantly increasing, and so are the prices of property. The best part about this is it will forever remain this way. Real estate will constantly be in demand, making it one of the smartest decisions you make for your pockets today. Number 3. Bonds. When businesses are in need of cash, they issue out bonds. The individual, then investor, buys these bonds directly with the aim of holding them until they mature in order to profit from the interest they earn. For example, if you buy a $1,000 bond from a company when they are issued and the coupon rate is 7%, you should collect $70 per year in interest income. If the maturity is 30 years in the future, you will receive your original $1,000 investment back 30 years from the date the bond is issued. Generally, bonds have an expiry date on them from 1 month up to 30 years, but they're super safe investments backed by the government. Number 4. Stocks. Stocks are siblings to bonds, and in simple terms, they're an easy way for you to own a percentage of that business you love or that business you believe in. Let's say a business issues 10 million shares and you own 1 million of those shares. It makes you a 10% owner of the respective business. This incredible breakthrough in the financial instrument has allowed the average person to own a stake in some of the most lucrative companies in our days with very low entry barriers. Number 5. Mutual and index funds. If stocks allow you to purchase shares of a company one by one, mutual and index funds bring in multiple companies together, so you're buying into the entire group of companies as a whole. This is better, safer, and more diversified, which carries less risk compared to stocks. Statistically, index funds are the best performing asset class. If you're not very knowledgeable about the stock market or you don't have enough time to always be trading, index funds are the best decision you can make. They should be in every portfolio of everyone who's looking to build wealth long term. One of the best performing index funds with an average return of 9.8% over the past 90 years is the S&P 500. Number 6. Equipment. This one may seem more vague to you, but wait. Any equipment that generates money into your pocket is considered an asset. Imagine you had a car you put up for rentals. People pay to use the car and money enters your pocket. Voila, asset. If you're a programmer, your laptop is your asset. If you're a driver, your car is your asset. But you're watching this video, your hand could be your asset because we drop videos that enlighten you about money like this all the time. So subscribe and drop a like. Depending on who you are, buying a car or a laptop could also serve as a liability if your income is not directly correlated with it. So don't try to justify buying that expensive car even when you don't need it, just because you heard it's an asset on our YouTube channel. Number 7. Patents. When you invent something new, you can protect your invention by filing a patent. It's a document that certifies you as the inventor and describes in detail what your invention does. Now, once you've filed for a patent and companies want to use your innovation, they have to pay you. And if they don't, it's knock-knock to court. In fact, all of the most groundbreaking and revolutionary ideas are protected and backed by patents, making them incredibly powerful and valuable assets. So don't underestimate the potential of obtaining a patent. It could be the game changer you've been looking for. Number 8. Trademarks. Picture this. You've created something truly unique and special, a name, symbol, or phrase that represents your brand, product, or service. You want to protect it so no one else can use it for their own gain. This is where trademarks come in. They safeguard your words, symbols, or phrases and give you the legal right to use them in commerce. But it doesn't stop there. If you own a valuable trademark that has marketable value, you can license it to others for commercial purposes, and they will pay you in return. Just like Beyoncé, who trademarked her daughter's name, Blue Ivy Carter, before she was born, to make sure no one else could use it commercially. Number 9. Brand and goodwill. When it comes to building a successful business, there are 2 things you want to focus on: your brand and your goodwill. While they may seem similar, they are actually quite different. Your brand is the footprint that a company leaves in the mind of consumers. It's what they stand for and how they present itself. On the other hand, goodwill is the emotional affection people have for a brand. A strong brand and goodwill are super valuable assets for any business. Both are crucial to building a successful business, and it's important to nurture and cultivate them. So focus on building a strong brand and creating a positive impact on your community, and you'll see rewards in no time. Number 10. People. When it comes to building a successful business, there's one asset that often gets overlooked: people. We tend to focus on products, services, and profits, but it's the people behind the scenes who truly make a company thrive. There have been cases where bigger companies have acquired startups just to bring those people in. There's actually a term for it, which is called acqui-hire. Ideally, nobody in your company should be irreplaceable, but the harder to replace some people are, the more valuable of an asset they are to you. So make sure that they know they're appreciated. In conclusion, we've discussed 10 assets that are making people wealthy. From real estate to stocks, each of these assets has the potential to provide significant returns on investment. However, it's important to remember that no investment is a sure thing, and all come with risks. Therefore, it's crucial to do your own research and invest wisely. Ultimately, the key to building wealth is to have a diverse portfolio that includes a mix of different assets. This way, you can spread your risk and increase your chances of success. Additionally, it's important to have a long-term perspective and not to panic during market downturns. However, it's important to remember that the most important asset of all is you. The more you educate yourself, the more opportunities you will have to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. So go out there and start building your wealth today. The world is full of opportunities, and with hard work, determination, and a little bit of luck, you too can become wealthy. As always, do your own research and invest wisely. Go ahead and drop a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. With that, I wish you all the best in your financial journey.